Hi everyone, welcome back to my series of multimodal posts and videos about my exploration of the technology of 3D printing and discovering its many potential applications to the world of chemistry education. So before we get started, I really quick wanted to show you guys this really cool thing that I found on the Thingiverse website. I was just browsing on it and I found this. Isn't that super cool? It's a three-dimensional rotating periodic table, and I'll show you a little video about it. It's got kind of that cool honeycomb design, really bright colors, and this is all 3D printed. It's got a ball bearing kind of incorporated so that it rotates. I think if students could end up making something like this in a chemistry classroom, it would of course not only promote their more familiarity with the periodic table and its many elements, which is of course essential to chemistry, but it could also spark in them, some curiosity and creativity in terms of, what other kind of designs might I come up with? What other kind of three-dimensional periodic tables could we make? In terms of the SAMR model, we could maybe place this, something like this, on the augmentation level of that model, because it's something that's a basic tool that students often use, but we're kind of turning it into something that's much more visually appealing and three-dimensional, and of course things like that are very engaging and helpful in a chemistry course. At least I find that. So I just wanted to share that because I thought it was really, really neat. Wish I could have made something like that in chemistry. So anyway, with that, I'll show you kind of what I've been learning as I've been starting to get behind this aspect of kind of behind the scenes with three-dimensional printing. And I have discovered this program called Tinkercad. And I think that if students use a program called Tinkercad, we could maybe, incorporate that visualization aspect that's often hard for most students. Maybe they could use important concepts like, molecular geometry and polarity in order to eventually build their own molecules, let's say. And it could maybe replace that paper-pencil quiz over molecular geometry and bond angles and whatnot, and they could just kind of make them on their own. And you could even do unit cells or crystallization patterns. For example, I created this body-centered cubic unit cell using just my invisible box over here and putting some spheres in the correct occupancy places. So lots of stuff that you could do with it. You can make a tetrahedral molecule using this over here, or an octahedral molecule. So lots of learning things available through that. Tetrahedral, though, is right here, and we could incorporate this, or expand on this, by duplicating this other one. I've already started by using a correct 109.5 or 110 degree bond angle between here and here. But we can just duplicate one of these and make a 120 degree bond angle for the other leg. Move it over here so it's just barely touching. Move some stuff around. Don't want to resize it. That looks good. Let's do it again. Duplicate. You can use lots of your keyboard functions for this. I'm going to go 120 again. You can see it's really smooth. Using this, moving things around. Okay, so there we have our base of our tetrahedral things. Everything is resting on the floor so you could use it in real life. Let's bring its middle sphere in here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Awesome. Now what we can do is group all these objects together. You can get them all. There we go. And now you can see that, oops, I duplicated too many times. Oh well, that's fine, I'm still learning. But you can see that we created this tetrahedral molecule, and it's something that students could do on their own as well. So anyway, until next time, I'll figure out some other things that I can do with this program. I can't wait. And then we'll see what we come up with. So, thanks for watching.